why am I so... Hello. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Yes, it looks like the sound is working. Hi. A long time no solo stream. At least that's what I feel. Or long time no drawing stream. Let's say that. Yeah. See and hear you. Perfect, amazing, beautiful, wonderful. I'm here, I'm back, and we are trying to catch the last bit of sun before summer ends. Work has been okay. About that. I think it could be better. It could be better. I mean, it could be worse too. I've been in worse. Let's just say that. Yeah. Let's just say I've been in worse situations, so it hasn't quite gotten there yet. But also, I have no guarantee that it won't get there. So yes. Like, it was pretty bad a few days ago, but then like the beginning of this week it was really bad, and then like things are starting, like things are being talked out. Maybe perhaps things can get better. That's where I'm at right now. Like, maybe perhaps things can get better before I'm kind of in the need to look at the current job market, which isn't great right now. Yeah. Happy keep coming in case you need to crash out. Thank you. No, don't worry. I'm professional. I could handle this. Yeah. Oh shit, I turned my monitor off. Wait, hold please. Cintiq, come back. I have my Cintiq on a monitor arm, and I was trying to push it down a little bit, and then I accidentally hit the power button. Dude, man, anything needed? This is indeed heat. Thank you. It's okay. I've ranted to like my roommate for one. Wait, and then my wait, what's happening? Okay, there we go. I've also ranted to Sonic. You know, he usually does this thing which ticks me off every Monday, where he's just like, Happy Monday, and it's like, by that time he says that because he's like on the other side of the continent. It's like, you know, but by that time the worst of Monday has hit, and I'm just like, fuck you. No, I go, yeah, happy Monday. So then, and then he's just like, what's wrong? And then I'm like, oh. I think Tuesdays are worse than Mondays. True. But he also does Happy Tuesday too. So I'm just like, now. Like, you're too happy. But it's a good thing, you know. I need friends who are very positive, because I can be quite negative. So I need positive friends to like kind of sap their positivity from, so that way I could be mildly positive. That's what my roommate is also very positive, a very positive person too, generally. Man is just happy to be here. I know. Like, one day I come back home, I open my I turn on my PC, I see I get a message from him, and guess what it said? Wait. He's like, man, have you ever waxed? That shit hurts. And I'm like, wait, this implies that you waxed? I'm like, did you wax? I'm like, and then he's just like, well, my wife prefers waxing over shaving, so I wanted to experience. And I'm like, damn, you know what, props to you for to you for, you know, trying out whatever your wife goes through to have some smooth legs. Yeah, commitment. At school, I witnessed my geography teacher wax his leg for charity. Oh, damn, nice. For a good cause. Yeah. So it's just like, oh, wow, that's commitment right there. Was it just like legs? You know, just in case for my sanity, I didn't ask where exactly he waxed. Just in case, you know, I was just like, cool. It's thank you so much for the one gift membership. Thank you. Yeah, I was just like, you know, I'm just not gonna ask just in case, you know. Maybe it's not somewhere I want to know. Sometimes there's things as too much information. Oh my god, thank you so much for another gift membership. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, you sniped a new one. You sniped a new person to join the coconuts. Hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. If you like how my drawings look, I do have wallpapers that I drew for every single month of the for the past 2 years. Now they're here forever. There was a super in there too. Wait, hold up. Where's my viewer activities? There we go. There was! Thank you so much, Madam, for the super! PSA 5 weeks from today, September 5th will be Kokone's birthday. Thank you. It will actually be, in fact, be my birthday. And that's scary because I'm just like, shit, I have some stuff to do for my birthday. I may potentially have some stuff to do for my birthday. So I'm just like, gotta start planning. You like the under boob? There's a lot of side boob, if anything. Not so much under boob. There is just a little peeking out right here. It's and you know, I usually, unfortunately, if you got like, you know, attracted by this drawing, I don't actually have too many like fan servicey drawings. So this is a special one, you know, you get one every summer or so, let's just say. So this is one of my obligatory yearly fan service. My obligatory yearly fan service, so you know, the Kokone look is too good to not do fan servicey drawing a fan servicey drawing of at least once in a while. So I gotta do it. So at least 2 a year. We got Valentine's too. True. You did get to Valentine's. That's true. Yeah, 1 in a million years fan service. Exactly. Thank you for the fan service. You're welcome. I have been tasked with you know, my mama has blessed me with such a vavavoom body. I gotta deliver the gift to the world, shall we say. Don't worry, I just love watching our other artists draw, so that's alright. Nice! Yeah, if you want, you could draw with me while having me in the background, and I'll be struggling as I do. But at least, if you're struggling, you won't be struggling alone. Yeah. Mama bless. So, right now, I am having a little bit of like a you know, it's like, I don't know, wait, hold on. I feel like every 3 years or so, life decides, you know what, it's time to pour. So right now, my life has been a little bit on the rocky side, which is why you don't see too many streams from me, because I'm like, I am overwhelmed. So that's why the streams might be a little bit on the low side right now, but it's okay. It's like I'm handling it pretty well, considering. I think my mental state has been healthier. You know, as you grow older, you start realizing some things just don't some things you can prioritize, some things you can't. If you can't do anything about it, you really just need to prioritize on things you can take care of. So that's what I've been doing. But it's been a lot. Like when I look at it from like a outside perspective, I'm like, damn, that's a I was like, wow, can I give me a break for just a second? But the main thing that I'm like crying about essentially is like the thing that like is the least concerning thing, which is my teeth. So at least, you know, I'm focusing all my energy crying about like my teeth situation instead of the more serious ones, which is everything else. So I'm like, okay, you know what? That's a good shall we say channeling of my crying energy, because everything else is worse, but like there's not much I can do about it. So it's balancing it out. I would need to crash out a little bit over the thing I can't control first before moving on. I definitely used to do that too. Yeah. Zelda, thank you so much for the dono. Thank you. Let me wait. Wait, is the alert on? I know I turned it off at 1.4. Well, the alerts aren't working in general, but you know, the wait, hold up, where is it? Alerts. It's gone. It decided to hide. I'll have to find it again. But thank you for the donut. As always, have a healthy coconut. Makes happy coconut. So take all the time you need. We're here for any help we can. Should you need? Thank you. But don't worry. It's going. Shall we say? Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. This is the alerts. Okay. But this one, the alerts don't actually alert for the donut. I don't know why. It's just stopped working, and I can't fix it. Less than 3. Yes, less than 3. But I'll be the alert. I'll read it out loud for now. I'll be the alert. I should really look into it one of these days, but that's another thing to worry about. So I'm just like, not yet. Yeah. The Kokone TTS, exactly. The alerts on strike till they get more fan service art? What the fuck? That's blackmailing. Hello? You can't do that. That's illegal. But yeah, like teeth is like the one thing that's like it's so stupid too. I was like, okay, I'm starting to get like a dull pain on this teeth, and I'm a little concerned about it. So I went to get like a consultation, right, at like my usual dentist, and then they're like, ooh, that looks like you need to go to a specialist, because it's like, so I got this like root canal way back when like at one point in my life I was super broke. I didn't have health insurance, and super broke. And then like for minor cavities and stuff, like I couldn't go see a dentist too often or anything. Also, I had braces, and then I didn't have enough my parents didn't have enough money to buy me a water pick. So that went swell, because you know, normal flossing can only get in so much when you have fucking braces. But yeah, and then like after a while, even if you do have like insurance and stuff, like it took a while to like get over the mental kind of, because when I used to go for braces, like the dentist would be like, oh my god, you're not like flossing properly, you need to use a water pick, you're not doing a good job, and you kind of got shamed, and I was just like, I'm trying my best. Hi Shuku, welcome. So I didn't want to get shamed, you know, because I was ashamed of how my teeth were. But eventually I was like, I got over that, and you know, started taking real good care of my teeth and everything. I got everything fixed. But the root canal part was done an emergency and used up all of my savings. So I was like dead ass broke and I couldn't afford food for a while. But I went to like the cheapest place. But like, you know, I got it pretty young, shall we say. That's the main part. It's the one that I got when I was quite young. So the crown itself is really old at this point. So I was just like, oh yeah, it's like basically like 10 years old. So I was just like, oh, it's, I don't know if I need to get the crown replaced or anything. And then the dentist was like, no, like I think there's something going on with the root, and there might be like an infection. But okay. For her, she was like, it doesn't seem like your gums are infected. So like, but like, you know, maybe just in case, you should go see like the specialist for the roots. So then I did, after getting in contact with them, and then that took like a few days. But once I got into the they looked at it, they took X-rays, some scans and stuff, and they're like, most likely it's fractured. The root is fractured, and you do have an infection, by the way. And I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck. So I do have an infection. And they're like, yeah, your gums are infected, and like it's quite you know, your teeth is quite compromised because like the crown and everything, the root canal is so old, so it's just gonna cause a lot of complications. We could do surgery, but most likely you'll still need to get it extracted, and like with the infection going on, like I don't know how well the bones are gonna heal. I'm just like, so what you're telling me is I should just get it extracted? He's like, well, you know, like I'm just saying, like the surgery, we'll try our best, but like the likelihood of it succeeding, just baseline, is like 60%, and then like for there to be more complications later on, like, you know, bone healing and stuff, is additional. I'm like, and he's like, and some people, you know, you just save the money from like doing the surgery and just get it extracted and get an implant. I'm like, okay, I think I'll do that. If I ended up doing that, toothpaste, get it out, yeah. So I was just like, okay, I know that for your job purposes, it's in your position, you gotta try to promote for the surgery to, like, you know, A, retain the teeth as much as possible, and B, money. But I was just like, yeah, if even through those constraints, they're kind of leading towards like the extraction just from the get-go, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably not, like, you know, bet my chances on a surgery, and I'll just go get it extracted. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get extracted. And then he's like, okay, let me just prescribe to you, like, you know, some pain meds and like antibiotics just in case the swelling gets worse. But I'm like, okay, and I generally I don't want to take antibiotics if it's not necessary. So I haven't touched that yet. But I have been taking the pain pills once like the swelling started, like it started to swell a little bit, and like the pain got a little worse. It's still not too bad, but it's just constant, so it's annoying. And I can't really eat more hearty foods. So I've been trying, and then that happened, and then I've been trying to get in contact with my usual dentist, but then for some reason they like ghosted me for like 3 full days. I was like, hello? And because like the specialist was like, we'll just send the dentist your file and everything, they should contact you. And then I was like, okay. After the first day I started calling them, but then it just kept going into like their message, like it's like, please leave a message. And I was like, what the fuck? But then after calling them like 3 times in a row, they finally picked up on the 3rd day, and I was like, please, I just want to like get this extracted. And they're like, oh, okay, like, well, look, did you ask, like, do you have the document with you? And I'm like, no, they said they'll send the document to you. And they're like, okay, well, we'll contact them, and then like we'll have their dentist look at the thing, and then like we'll get back to you. And so another few days pass, and I'm like, where the fuck? So I finally called them again. They're like, oh yeah, we got it, and like the dentist looked at it, and we can't do the extraction here, so we're gonna refer to you to this other place. And I'm like, please. So then they referred me to this other place, and then I was like, okay. And then like I finally went today for that, and they're like, oh, like the dentist, that took a few days too, because they were like, oh, the dentist that you got referred to is out, so they'll like look at it the next day. And then like the next day came, and it was like 4 p.m. and I'm like, they haven't looked at it yet. So I called them again. They're like, oh, the dentist, they'll get in like tomorrow instead at 8 a.m. So then, you know what, why don't we just like book you a consultation for now, and then see how it goes. I'm like, okay, at least it's something, right? So I went for the consultation, and they're like, do you have the document? I'm like, they literally sent you the document, please. And they're like, oh, okay, let's just look at it. I'm like, you were supposed to look at it beforehand. But after that, they looked at my teeth for like 2 seconds. They're like, oh yeah, you need to pull that out, right? I'm like, that's what I've been telling you. Literally, that's what I've been telling you. And they were like, okay, well, for the extraction, we'll need to schedule another day, because like you need a longer appointment for that. So and then I'll be like, okay. So they're like, go talk to the secretary, bye. And so I went to the secretary, going like, can I have the earliest possible date? And they're like, okay, next week, Thursday. And I'm like, it's like, fuck. I have to wait another full week. So yeah, that was my situation. Yeah, all those, and then finally, but like at least I got the extraction date. And then I was a little worried, because I know that like after the extraction I need to do implants too, because I don't want to go around with like one teeth missing forever, right? So I was like, oh, do I need to like talk to the dentist while like doing the extraction, or like on the day of the extraction, about implants and stuff? And then I was like, that's gonna take more appointments. But they're like, oh no, you have to let like the teeth and the bone, like the bone heal, and like your mouth heal, so you don't you shouldn't be doing that for like 3 months. I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have to worry about it for 3 months. Does it hurt at all? It does hurt, but it's like a dull pain, and like the gum is starting to get affected. Like the gum is starting to like get inflamed. Like, and this is just like the past day or two. So before that, it was still very, very manageable. But I didn't want the infection to get worse, because obviously it spreads. So now that the gum started becoming inflamed and stuff, I've been taking the ibuprofen, the strong ones, and because it also acts as an anti-inflammatory. So that's been helping. It's not getting rid of the pain though, but it's making the like swelling like less, so it's better than nothing. Yeah, so I'm hoping that it won't get too much worse within a week. But I'm like, a week's a long time, and I've been trying to get this tooth extracted for like 3 weeks at this point. But I'm hoping it'll be fine. You're deathly allergic to ibuprofen? No! Oh my god, my condolences. I hope there's other stuff that you're not allergic to that you could take instead. I know like being allergic to like penicillin is like a huge one. Because the antibiotic that they gave me, they're like, are you allergic to penicillin? I was like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I took it before. Just whatever Tylenol is. Ah, I see. You're allergic to aspirin too. Oh shit. Yeah, thankfully the only thing I'm allergic to is like kiwi. And it's so minimal that whenever like medical like questionnaires and surveys, they ask if you're allergic to anything. I'm just like, okay, do I put that I'm allergic to kiwi? Like, it's not gonna be relevant at all, but like, technically, yes, I'm allergic. Should I put it down? The bird people are fruit. The fruit. So, I mean, I do put it down just in case, but like, I'm like, yeah, so I'm like, you never know. So I was just like, I still put it down, and they're like, oh, you have a food allergy? I was like, yeah, kiwi. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was like, I'll just put it. I just put it there, but I know it's not gonna be relevant. Strawberry kiwi, my beloved. Kiwi. It's not like a huge allergy. It just makes my throat really itchy if I eat the raw fruit. In juices, it's not as bad. But if I drink too much of it, it'll still make it itchy. So, I just stay away from it. But it's not... It's because I just... You know how like the kiwi fruit is fuzzy? And when I first ate kiwi, and I mean, I liked the taste. I just didn't like the texture, or like the texture it gave to my throat, right? But at first I thought it was just because the fruit is, fuzzy and on the skin, so I was like, maybe the fruit itself is a little fuzzy too. So I didn't think I was allergic to it. And then I asked a friend, I was like, oh yeah, like I like kiwi's taste, but like I don't like how like the fuzziness itches my throat. They're like, Kokone, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, huh? And they're like, that doesn't happen. I was like, am I allergic? They're like, I think you're allergic. I was like, oh. Yeah, fuzzy fruit clearly means fuzzy going down. Hey man, I was a kid. I was a wee little lass, okay? I didn't know. Like, for me, in my mind, allergies look like what my younger sister had, because she was very allergic to a lot of stuff. So she got like eczema and like dry patches or like hives anytime she ate like eggs and like touched shrimp. It actually all ended up being gone once she grew up, so she doesn't have it anymore. But when she was younger, she was she was really allergic to those type of stuff. So in my mind, those were what allergic reactions were. There's not fuzzy, that's swelling. Are you allergic to fuzzy coconuts too? I don't eat fuzzy coconuts actually, but when I drink, wait. I don't like coconut stuff too much either, because the coconut water does make my throat feel a little weird. But coconut milk is fine. Yeah, coconut milk is okay. Like, coconut milk doesn't make my throat feel bad, but coconut water does. She's allergic to our tears. But I also hate coconut shapes. So you're not going to drink us? I won't drink your tears. So yeah, coconut milk is fine. I could drink coconut milk, but not coconut water. Coconut water does not make me my throat taste good. My throat feel good. So coconut-based desserts are fine because it's like using coconut milk, right? And like raw the creamy coconut fruit. That one is also okay, but I haven't eaten much of that. We are good. Conclusion: she hates us. What the fuck? Like a bounty bar. I don't like coconut shavings, so I don't eat those. Like the shavings though, it's not necessarily how it goes down my throat. I just don't like the cardboard texture. I don't know how to call it. It doesn't have the texture of what I, in my mind, associate with food. so I don't like it. So I just don't eat those in general. But I also used like coconut oil, you know, in cooking before, and that was fine. Oh, you don't like the coconut fruit, but you like the shavings? I'm the exact opposite. That's when I say the texture is awful outside of butter cookies. We're just paper to her. I can't do some of the foods purely on the mouthfeel. Yeah. So that's so the coconut shaving is purely the mouthfeel. So I don't like the coconut shavings. But normal coconuts is fine because like in terms of taste, I quite like it. You know, it's just the shavings. I don't like the mouthfeel. Yeah, my mom loves using coconut oil and everything. It is a good oil. I enjoy using coconut oil, or used to. I haven't bought it in a while because I got lazy. But yeah, it's a nice oil to use, I think. Wait, what? What about Victory Bell? Top 5 oils? I like, well, for most cooking, I use either olive oil or butter. Either olive oil or butter. And then like for flavor, I like obviously sesame oil. And then I also have like a avocado oil spray, which I use sometimes, but not too often. Yeah, toasted sesame oil. The Mega Evolution was shown today. Oh, fun times for Pokemon lovers. I'm like, I'm not. I would say I'm not quite the Pokemon connoisseur, shall we say? I only liked it as a kid, and then I like opening card packs, but I never played with the Pokemon card game really. And then I only played which one did I play? Silver? So I can't call myself like a Pokemon. It looks like a fat what? Wait, okay. No. You say you don't recommend, but I have to see it now. Okay, Victory Bell, Mega Evolution. Oh my god, it's even tied up. Wow. Good practice, I guess. Looks like a cartoon money bag, yeah. That's so funny. Amazing. I mean, you know, you don't want that shit going everywhere. Is he joking? Maybe he's into that, you know. His face looks like it's kind of freaky, you know. Maybe he's into that. Oh shoot, what was that? What's the kink called of like liking to get like suffocated when you're about to, you know? Was there a specific term for it? I feel like there should be, but it's a thing. So, you know, maybe he's into that. That's so. That's yeah, that sure is a design. There is, and I think it was a Roman emperor. Wait, really? Oh yeah, autoerotic asphyxiation. Thank you. Yes. Once you type that out, I'm like, yes, I've seen that term before. Yes, autoerotic asphyxiation. That's how a lot of people die. Allegedly. I was like, damn, that is an unfortunate way to go. Now everyone will know, remember you forever as a freak. His face is so goofy too. It really is. With all those Pokemon links, it's starting to make sense. Wait, what? Have the Pokemons been getting freakier and freakier? What a way to go. Yeah. It's like, not what I would want to be known for when I, you know, but I guess, you know, sometimes people gotta chase their highs. So much that they go 6 feet under, unfortunately. Oh, that's how the guy who played Bill in Kill Bill died? Oh no. Yeah, so there's like, I was like, you know, the actor David Carradine. I was like, I have no idea who that is. I was like, I don't know actor names at all. So I was like, I'm going to assume they're a famous person, but like, I don't know who that is. Me and my severe lack of knowledge of pop culture. Yeah. Certain kind of itch that's worth dying for. Also played Raided in the first Mortal Kombat movie too. Never seen that either. Damn. Maybe I should start watching more movies to get myself cultured. It's like, perhaps I should try to culture myself a little bit more, but you know, we're here now. She doesn't know actors, but she knows about autoerotic asphyxiation. I enjoy these streams. Hey! Hey! Don't say it like that! That makes me sound... Well, I don't know how that makes me sound. I don't know. Well, you know what? I don't know. Should I feel a little worried? What kind of movies do you like to watch? Basically nothing. Basically no movies. I'm just kidding. I do like watching animated movies, but I haven't even been watching those lately. I've just been watching like documentaries or like info YouTube stuff, you know? And sometimes like how things are made, or like people making weird ass mechanical contraption, you know, for the fun of it. That's like super over engineered for no good reason, and it does absolute jack shit. I love those. I'm like, yes, pop off, let's go, spend all that money making the most useless contraption, let's fucking go. So that I don't have to do it. You know? Yeah, old school Discovery channels are the best. Actually, there's a new channel that's been playing all the old crime documentaries called New Detectives. Have you guys seen it? It's so good, but also the sound balancing is so shit. Because it's made for, you know, people watching it on the TV, which is different from having headphones on. So the BGM is just like fucking blasted, and people are just are complaining about it. They're like, the music's too loud, and then everyone's just like, ah yes, go complain back in the 90s or 80s or whatever, whenever it's made, to the producers about how the music is too loud. And so I'm like, what do you want them to do about it? It's already been aired for like how many years? I don't know. Considering all the cases that they cover are like pre-1990s, I would say it probably aired around the 70s, 80s. That's what I'm assuming, but I never checked. But it's old. But it's called New Detectives. So that's what I've been kind of listening to passively while doing work. And then also like Discovery Channel, the YouTube channel, I think, or is it History? Either one has been. I think it was the History Channel has been uploading a lot of like mega episodes in the recent days, or recent months. So I was just like, ooh, I could watch these and heal my inner child of when I didn't have cable because we were too poor and I wanted to watch these so bad. Oh, it's from 1996 to 2004 apparently. Oh dang. Okay, so it was a lot more recent than I assumed. But yes, it's a 1996 to 2004 was when New Detectives aired, apparently, allegedly. I didn't watch TV, so how am I supposed to know? But yes. Time Warp Trio. Yeah, Discovery has been going off. It's so good. Yeah, they're great. They're great to listen to while working. So that's what I've been listening to, and it's been great. I love it. But also, it's either that or like or like horse facts about like the Japanese like jockeying world. Cause of Uma Musume. How I went pretty deep when I first started playing when the Japanese servers were like released. I went even harder now because like it's just all over my timeline. So yeah, just the actual horses. Just the actual horses, not really the Uma Musumes, but like the actual horses. And yeah, so I've been kind of going deep into that as like, but I didn't realize how deep it was until I looked at my YouTube like recommended channel. It was like horses, crime documentaries, and nails, and then StarCraft. And I was just like, so my algorithm is a little wonky right now, but you know, it is what it is. But speaking of, I actually was watching a short before starting stream a little bit, and it's like this short about how these horse names are fucking wild, and it's like, and you've seen a lot of the horse names in Umusume, right? Like Machikane Fukukitaru, like, you know, the one that like, unless you know Japanese, it's like really fucking hard to remember. I mean, even if you know Japanese, it's kind of hard to remember. It's like Machikane Fukukitaru. Like, how is like a non-Japanese person supposed to remember that? Because it's like, it actually does have meaning, but you mean like kids look untouchable? Yes. Or like Skibidi Riz, or yeah, Skibidi Riz might love it. Machikane is the owner name. Yeah, so there's like Machikane, like the owner name, and then Fukukitaru is like kind of like, oh, luck comes, you know, or like fortune comes. So it's pretty easy to remember if you know Japanese, but kids look untouchable is the funniest name I've seen. Okay, well, it's Trash Bo. There's a horse named Trash Bo. Okay, but like, can I introduce you to these Japanese names? Can I introduce you to these Japanese gag names? Or like, what? Some of them aren't gags, but yeah. But the first one is Hashiru yo, mitete, which means I'm gonna run. Watch me. And it's like in the cutest like form of Japanese too, and you're just like, oh my god, I gotta cheer this horse on. It's like Hashiru yo, mitete. It's like a child saying that. I'm like, oh baby. then there's 靴下逃げた sorry 靴下逃げた means my socks fell off and it's because the horse their legs it's like okay there's these four and then they're like they have white socks on all legs but one so it's just like oh the socks fell off, that's so cute. And then of course I think I saw someone mention it before but there's sumomomomomo so wait sumomomomomomomomomo which is a tongue twister in Japanese, by the way. The original tongue twister in Japanese is sumomomomomomomo no uchi. So that's a tongue twister in Japanese. Which means sumomomo is also within the family of momo, which is peach. But yeah, that's a tongue twister. So they're like, wow. The poor caster who has to say these names. And then there's Oniku daisuki man, which means I fucking love meat. Horses can't eat meat, by the way. So it's like, who named him? Oniku daisuki man. It's like the end man is for man too. So it's like yes, the like meat loving man. We see that book. Yeah, we also the horsey that but yes. Next up. 俺でいいのか? Which literally means you're okay with me? Like am I you want to pick me? Like it implies like am I good enough? And they're like, why do you sound so not confident? The host guy line. Yeah. But like the horse that comes up next is like oh my god, it's genius because the next horse is 俺に惚れるなよ which means like oh don't fall for me, like don't fall in love for me. Love to me. So I'm just like, oh my god. The first comes the anxiety horse and then comes the overconfident like narcissist horse. That's amazing. The risk horse, yeah. And then we have 豚の角煮 which is like yeah, the pork belly. Pork belly. 角煮ない I think the 角煮 is a pork belly, yeah. And then there's also サバの味噌煮 which is like miso. I don't know what fish saba is in English. Mackerel? No, not mackerel. Saba. Which fish is saba in English? Oh, it is mackerel. Okay, I was right. I should never second guess myself. It's like saba, like mackerel, stewed in miso. Yeah, it's mackerel. How do they say these with a straight face? I don't know, man. And then the next one is the worst or the best. Whichever you decide. The best. Yeah. It's I love G cups. like I love G cups. That's the name. That's literally the name. G cup daisuki is the name. And they're like, I mean, you know. Don't we all? That's my horse. His name is so wise. Now just imagine the casters cheering those names with the words. Yeah, it's like G cup daisuki, G cup daisuki, G cup daisuki. It's like you can't say that with a straight face, you know. It's like oh my god, G cup daisuki. Like I love G cups first. Instant bet. Oh man, so I was like, who named this one? That's a crazy name too. I was like, is there like no, you know, like censorship for horse names? Like, you know how like is there no guidelines slash limitations? I thought you said teacup. No, G. The letter G. Someone who loves G-cup, of course, true. Betting my life savings on G-cup daisuki. I think so. I think partially it's like they give these horse names so that the announcers are forced to say them. It's like even if the horse isn't strong, like even if the horse is last, the announcer does eventually have to go through all of the horses down the line, so they're forced to say eventually at one point. And then we have, let's see, ie de goro goro, which means lazing about at home. Like rolling around at home, and I'm like, you know what, mood. I would bet for this horse. I would also love to ie de goro goro, you know. And then we have this is, wait, I'm just trying to make sure I do this this name justice, but it's like otona no jijo, which means it's an adult situation, right? Like it's like due to, like, you know how we say like due to adults, like adult stuff, like we can't do like licensing issues, it's like adult issue, you know, stuff like that. But like it's made worse, yeah, adult circumstances. The name is Otona no Jijo, which is adult circumstances. But it's made worse because the mare that mother to this horse is ryakudatsu ai, which means ryakudatsu is to like usurp or like steal, and ai is love. So like and some NTR shit, and then the child is like adult circumstances. They're like, there's a lot to unwind here, like unravel here. That's wow. I'm like, that's a crazy naming sense for the people who. To be fair, the horse names seem pretty out of there everywhere where you go. In Kentucky Derby, there's a Sir Catsby and Cy Van Dunson and Sinister Minister, and the one who just names Shut Up. Yeah. Oh man, I love horse names. They're just so silly. And then like, I love this horse name. This is my favorite horse name, by the way. It's I am Hayasugiru. So it's I am. So in Japanese, in English, but Japanese, I am Hayasugiru. Hayasugiru means too fast. Literally, I like. So if translated to English, it would be like watashi wa too fast, you know. It's like grade school level type of naming, and I love it. So I'm just like, I love that kind of name. Bakushi, brocade, even last days. But then like, and so I was like, that's such a good name. And like, oops. And then I was like reading the comments, and the funny thing is that when there was a stream, you know, when they were casting the race, a miracle happened. Where the horse in front of him was named Onushi Nanimono, which means in like such like, it's like medieval English type. It's like the samurai era Japanese, where it's like, you, who are you? So then the caster had to say that name, and then immediately afterwards, I am Hayasugiru. And it was like, wow, such a miracle happens. That's fucking amazing. It's like, oh, you, who are you? And it's like, I am Hayasugiru. I'm like, that's fucking amazing. Yeah, absolute cinema. Reminds me of an RPG Ninja game called Hayasugiru RPG that was localized with the name Too Fast RPG. Yes. Exactly. I feel like the horse names are just a reflection of Japanese Twitter. You know what? You might be onto something. I feel like yes, that's probably true. And I was like, horse names are so good. It's like it has to mean something, and like the meaning, you know, sometimes they run out of ideas, I guess. Like, you know, before it used to be really cool, like Sunday Silence or like Symboli Rudolph, or like, you know, based off of the emperor or the king, right? And then it's like, yeah, all like these fancy cool names, and eventually it's like Deep Impact. I mean, still cool. Black Tide, still cool. They're like, ah, shit. You know, I don't think this horse is gonna be that fast. We'll just name it Yada, Yada, which means I don't wanna. It's like, I don't think they're gonna be part of the legends. Let's just name it Yada. I do like natural. Oh my god, I love natural bottom too. Time to adopt the horse and name it Unmatched Top. Yes. Now we got Fortnite Dance. Oh no, does someone actually name it Fort? You know, they probably asked their kid, like, what should I name this horse? And they're like, Fortnite Dance. And they're like, you know what, sure. Same with Skibbity Riz. Well, thank you so much for the 31 months of membership to Pina Coladas. Thank you. My dream is to meet a horse named Virginity and see it never live. That would be so legendary. Oh my god. You know, if it's like a Japanese horse, it'll have to be. Virginity is too, you know. It could still sound like a nice name. It'll have to be like Watashi no Virgin. You know, it'll have to be a little long. Watashi no Virgin. That'll be a good horse name. My virgin. But Yada is actually the most aggressive / competitive horse. Wait, really? That's amazing. It does look very, very aggressive because it shows a running photo of Yada. Yurikago. At least it's not Dote. You know, is there a horse named Dote? I wonder. Mimi, thank you so much for the 31 months of membership to Pina Coladas. Naming my horse, I am Dote. Oh my god, yes. If you ever buy a horse, please name it I am Dote. Just have to say it. Oh, I have to watch like a Yada race where Yada wins, because then like I don't know if Yada has like a win under their belt or hooves, but that'd be so good. It's like Yada, check it, Yada. Oh my god, Dote with a Te being the emperor or some character is fucking genius. That's genius. I love that. Sorry, I'm just stretching my jaw because the gum is hurting a bit. Oh wow. It just goes on a winning spree despite their naming person. That'd be so good. You know, I love that. I mean, it's like that's like the story of, oh shit, I forgot the name of the horse, but they were in the Cinderella movie, but they're like a mob, but they made like the most like one of the most legendary moments in like jockey history where the name was supposed to be like based off of something, and then like, but like for some kind of like documentation reason, like the name got like typoed, but then like there's still a chance to rename the horse, and before they do their like, before they pass their 1 year, I think. And so they're like, oh, owner, do you want to like rename it to like what you originally wanted? And they're like, no, it'll be so rude to the like the original reference if we name such a slow horse that thing. So then it became it just stayed a typo forever, right? The poor horse. So and then like, yeah, it wasn't doing that great, but like the person who was like the groomer and like the trainer, I think wait, which one was it? Was this the trainer or the groomer? They were like, they really believed in this horse, and they did their best. And they're like, oh my god, you have to on like this final race day, they're like, you have to bet on this horse. This horse is like at its peak condition. Like I will never have like either raised a horse this well in my whole career ever again. And then the owner and then to the race, the owner was like, nah, I'm good, I'm not gonna go. And it was the Arima Kinen, by the way, like the G1 Arima Kinen, and they're like, nah, I mean like they only, the horse only got in there with like referrals, and it wasn't even like, you know, the most enthusiastic referrals. Yeah, the Arima Kinen. And so like that's where like Twin Turbo during that era was also referred, and they're like, well, refer someone like Twin Turbo, but this horse definitely isn't in that tier. Well, I mean, not someone, some horse like Twin Turbo. Horse nepotism you hate to see. But then because like I forgot, there wasn't that many horses around at that time, so they managed to get it in, and then and so no one was interested in that horse. Like they were 13th popularity out of 14, so they were like literally second to last. I forgot why the last horse was last, but I think it was like due to a condition or something. But anyways. Yeah, the poor horse. But then the horse made history because they became first. They literally won first. And the groomer, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a groomer. The groomer came to Arima Kinen dressed fully in suit, being like, I know my horse is going to win. I just know it. And everyone around him were like, oh, why are you just also dressed up? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? But the horse won, and in record time too. Like literally broke a record. So they're like, it's not even a fluke. It's not even like the other horses did poorly. Fucking broke a record, and that stayed for a few years too, I believe. I was just that's legit, you know. So literally, no one could say it was a fluke. It was, yeah, what a legend. And then yeah, so you could see like a photo of like the groomer all dressed up, just looking so proud. I was like, oh. Such a legend. I think that, okay, I'm still not sure if it's a groomer or the trainer. I think that person became like one of the best in that field too. That's my boy moment. Yeah, it's so cute. Actually, I'm gonna double check the name of the horse. I could probably find it. Maybe. I'm just kidding. I'll have to look through Twitter. I would have to look through Twitter. God damn it. It was like a name that was kind of kind of hard to remember too. So I'm just like, ooh, I don't remember, man. Kokone just start a daily horse fact account. No. I follow a daily horse fact account. That's where I get these information. I don't. I'm too like new into this field of like this jockeying world to even know. Okay, to even think, to even dream of making one. But I can give you a daily fact about let's see, who Daiwa Scarlet. Everyone's cute tsundere idol Daiwa Scarlet. So Daiwa Scarlet, as you know, is a mare, but she was one of the top mares in jockeying history. Her and Vodka literally opened the gates to what could be, like, what a mare could do. Like, literally the potential of mares. They proved to the world that they could go, you know, tackle body to body against stallions. And one thing about her that stands out to me is that she could do, she's like a giant like mare too, by the way. She was a hulky beast of mare. And the thing is, like, she does all her training like without any sort of like resistance. She goes hard on her training, and every single time she puts her all into training, and and she does that, but the jockey is also like, you know, like, you would think that would make her really smart, like, you know, like that would make her, like, you know, really strong, like if we include like strategy, but like there's no strategy with her. She's just, I gotta be the first. She's just, I gotta be the first. So she just goes full blasting from the get-go, being like, I gotta run, I just gotta run. And they're like, you know, like smart horses, they actually like slack off on training, and like try to find ways to like not work so hard. But in that sense, Daiwa Scarlet is in the most endearing way possible. He calls her like a obaka-san, like a dumb. And so it's just like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And like she's so wholesome, because like they actually say she's kind of bad for like breeding, in a sense of like she makes her foals. Is that how you pronounce it? She makes her babies not suited for racing because she pampers them too much. She's too nice to her kids, so then like they don't have the competitive fire to be a racing horse. Foals is very okay. I was like, foals? Foal. So I was like, my baby. She's so cute. But like, man, I'm like, I got it. It's my small little goal is to make sure Daiwa Scarlet has more fans than Vodka, because even though she technically won against Vodka, I think they're like even, or maybe she won one more. And then she always won in a way that's generally more of like a dominating win than like Vodka, who won more toe-to-toe. But Vodka was more successful as a racing horse, I think. As Vodka was a derby horse, I think. Anyways, but yeah, 2-2 against each other, if I remember correctly. I was like, I can't remember if it was 2-2 or 3-2, but yes, it's very, very close. But generally, people were like, technically, in the way that they would, Daiwa Scarlet would be considered stronger. But the thing is, she never won the popular vote against Vodka. She never won a single time in terms of a popular vote against Vodka. So I think that's why her owners were trying so hard to get Daiwa Scarlet to be more popular than Vodka, at least in Umamusume. I was like, oh my god, no, Daiwa Scarlet. Yeah, Daiwa is called Miss Perfect because she never got lower than second in any of her races. Yeah. Apparently, like the owner said, this is allegedly, not confirmed, but allegedly the owner also was like, our Daiwa was more like like, you know, voluptuous than that. Make her boobs bigger. Make her more voluptuous, you know. So allegedly, apparently, understandably. Yeah, understandable soul, exactly. So I was like, damn. That's kind of what happened with Gold Ship too, in a sense, where the creators of Uma Musume were like, oh man, we kind of made Gold Ship a little too wacky. So then they were kind of prepared to get like yelled at by the owners of Gold Ship. And then the owner of Gold Ship was like, no, Gold Ship isn't crazy enough, make her worse. And instead got yelled at for not making her too extreme, like extreme enough. And I was just like, bless. That's okay. I mean, you know, makes sense because he got like the owner got like bald because of Gold Ship or something. Due to the stress of owning Gold Ship. Yeah, Gold Ship, the divine punishment for bidding on horses. Yup. Gold Ship only experienced one more remorse once in his life and took 12 million yen. It's so funny. It's like, damn. Like, they are stronger horses. They are also like horses with a lot of personality, but Gold Ship just stands above the rest somehow. Amazing. I wonder if there's like a record for like how much damage a horse did, how much money like a horse lost to people. And like and who made like the most amount of loss in terms of betting. And I hope there is, because Gold Ship is probably the unbroken record with 12 million on the line. Didn't Gold Ship never use their phone? That's the like talk, because Gold Ship retired in full tip-top shape. There was absolutely no problems except like a little chip because they bit a ramp or something, a fence or something. Yeah, that's a theory. Because they're like, well, if they went full throttle in their races, they usually by this point the horse's health isn't the greatest, which says a lot about horse racing, but you know, that's a different topic. Yeah, but absolute Gold Ship was in tip-top shape, no problems post-retirement, just in great shape. Yeah, absolute unit. So Gold Ship was lacking up. That's what people are saying. That's what people say. But one of the stories that I don't hear people saying too often that I like about that I enjoy about Gold Ship is like at a certain point in Gold Ship's life, racing career, he would get first place, right? And then the next race, he would get 5th place. And then the next race, he got first place again. And then he got 5th place. So everyone was like, oh my god, 1-5, 1-5. The next race, he's gonna get first. Let's bid on him. Right? Because that's pattern. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Hello. Wait, I didn't get the notification. Who raided? Please tell me. I'm sorry. Oh, is it SS Isam? Hello, Isam! Welcome! Thank you so much for the raid! Boat raid, let's go! Thank you so much, Isam, for the raid! Welcome! Yeah, YouTube's being weird and I don't see like the message of like who raided, but thank you so much! I hope you had a great stream! What did you stream? Hello, sexy drawing. Thank you. Just, you know, that once in a lifetime fan service drawing that I rarely ever do. What were you streaming? I hope you had a good one. And please don't feel pressure to stay, as I'm sure you're tired after streaming. But thank you so much for the raid. The drawing is sexy. Bless. Yep. Once in a blue moon, sexy drawing. You're welcome. I'm actually like trying to think. I was like, would this show at this angle? I'm actually not sure. Wait, would it be like this? I think so, actually. I figured it out. Yeah. Oh, I figured it out. Yeah, it'll be like this. Yeah. Okay. I figured it out. Sometimes these kind of weird like cutout designs are hard to imagine in 3D. I was like, huh. Would this be like this? Yes. And then we'll make it. Oh, you know what we'll do? Change the design just ever so slightly. Do like this, where this goes like this, and then we have another one. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Like this. And so this part still gets. Like that. Yes. Something like this. It's a new bathing suit. Wait, no. I'll stick with my usual bathing suit. I was like, what is my save check? Oh shoot! Thank you, saving. I'm like, how did my bathing suit look like again? Aha, there it is. Right. That's how it's supposed to go. Okay, like this. How many toggles can we get for this drawing? It depends how much time I have. What do you mean toggles? None. Oh yeah, moon clip was hanging for dear life. Yeah, moon clip is gonna be here. You'll be able to see the moon clip a little bit. Yeah, it's right here. The moon clip is right there. Robbed the strongest clip. It's hanging out for dear life. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. And then we have a sheer layer here. Robbed, you can blame my work. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens with work. Depending, maybe I won't be so busy afterwards. So we'll see how things go. To the strength of the moon clip. Yeah, it's doing God's work, literally. And then of course, we can't forget my thigh jewelry. That shows up here. Too bad you can't see my armlets. Like on the other arm, I have like these, but it's on the other side. Maybe I'll just put one here, anyways. Yeah. Oi! Oi! Who are you? G-cup daisuki! G-cup daisuki! Super chat arigatou gozaimasu! Yurikago Kokone G-cup daisuki! Oi! Change that name right now! Oh my god. Thank you so much for the tone! That's super! Thank you! I believe in K-cup? Holy shit, the back pain! Oh my god, I can't believe someone made a fucking G-cup daisuki account. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, thank you. Wow. So are those G's or K's? I don't know. I don't know. And you are not privy to such information. That is classified. Although apparently staff had opinions. Apparently staff had opinions on the size. I was just like, oh, that was a whole last meeting? That's crazy. I wish my meetings were like that at work, where I could talk just be like, you think that's a G cup? I think it's I don't know. I think it's bigger. No, I think it's munching. What were their opinions? Apparently they eventually settled down to a G cup. Allegedly. And I'm like, wow. Well, never give them confirmation. But you know what? I'm glad you had such a you know, fruitful use of your time. Now that could have been an email. Seriously. Settle down to a G cup is crazy. Well, you know what I meant. I mean, like settled, like, you know, like they all eventually decided that G cup is probably the most likely. Why is it never an H, I, or J cup? Oh, I wonder. I was like, is there a pun in that joke? I don't think so. But yes. I like started painting and like shading in, but this is the sketch. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I was kind of just drawing while talking, so I kind of went on autopilot. But you know what? We'll stick with this. We'll see how it goes. Talking sure is a dangerous thing to do while drawing. Who's asking what cup? They never asking how is cup. I know. Why won't they ever ask how is cup? What the fuck? Cups have feelings too. Are super cute. Thank you, Shoku. Thank you. I should be a little bit more, you know, loose. Loose with my brush strokes. Loose is not the right one. No, more like not care so much about how clean things are, but worry more and more about like how the lighting is. Does it make sense? If yes, good. If not, it's a waste of rendering time. There we go. Do you want to ask us how it's cup? It's half full. Now mostly empty. Thanks for blessing me so I got kitty on my first multi and go NA Kokone. No! I want a blessful! I want Narita Bryan! And Smart Falcon. But mostly Narita Bryan! But can it fill a coconut cup? Maybe. Baby, thank you so much for the gold thanks. Final Time, thank you so much for the gold thanks. Thank you. I've been like wanting to sing a little bit, but you know what I was like, man, I kind of want to go into break into a song, but you know what I have a fucking big ass canker sore on the underside of my tongue, so I can't. Thank you so much for the gold tags. Thank you. Yeah, full gold tags. Lesson 3. Yeah. So it's on the same side as like the teeth that I need to get extracted to. So on the top, it's the gum pain. And then on the bottom is the canker sore pain. So on that side, I'm just like, I'm struggling. I'm like, what are their chances that I get a huge ass fucking canker sore on the underside of my tongue? I'm like, how did it even happen? And it's on the same side as the one, you know, maybe it's better that it's on the same side because then I just chew on the other side and it's the problem is solved. But still, it's like double the pain. And Reno, thank you so much for the gold tags. Thank you. Yeah. Ugh. It's like, that's crazy. You really do live in a heart. You gotta go full camel chew on just one side. Yeah. See, I was like, you know, I don't lie when I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of going through it. It's like, generally, I'm pretty good at handling most, you know, stuff life throws at me, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's getting a little much. It's getting kind of a lot. And by the way, this is still like the least serious of the problems, so this is why I'm pretty open about talking about it on stream, because the other stuff are a little too serious to talk about on stream. So yeah, they really give you the toughest battles, truly. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's like none of the stuff will affect me. It's like it's not something that affects anything in terms of streaming aspects, so for now, so that's why I also don't need to talk about it. But yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot. Which is also why I kind of did like I kind of also did retail therapy again. Because there was a summer sale on the nail site that I go to, and I'm like, fuck, I can't help it. I bought more nail stuff. I'll do a little nail stuff stream whenever I get it. I'm like, I can't say no to like 25% off of a site-wide, like 25% off sale. That's a lot of money that I could save. I didn't buy the $500 duster. I can't justify you spending $500 on a duster. But you know, if you stream it tax deductible, yippee! I still have a duster that technically works, and for things where I'm like, there's gonna be a lot of dust, I might as well just like wet sand, you know, so that way it's just it's fine. Did you buy a downdraft table instead? You know, I'm still thinking about that. Not the girl tax. Yeah, I won't succumb to the girl tax, okay? I'm already succumbing. Actually, no, I'm already succumbing because I'm spending so much on nails. But that's a whole other issue. I won't spend more on nails. Do you tell me how many pays you have? But nice to retail therapy while saving a lot. Yeah, exactly. It'll make me really happy when I get the items. You know. Good night. Looking forward to seeing how the pick goes. Thank you. Good night. Get some good rest. It will be a membership wallpaper. So once it's finished, it'll be posted in community, and no one else will ever see it. Actually, yeah. Maybe down the line, like once something's like, you know, 3 years old, maybe I'll post part of it somewhere. Honestly, I don't even think that's girl tax, that's girl robbery. How many toggles are the peanut? Man, I'll see. I'll have to see. Meow! Hello. Wait, when were you here? Oh my god. Why aren't you a mod? Hello, Meow! Welcome. How are you? How's it going? Yeah, get wrenched. Lurk is my skill. You should be talking. No, I'm just kidding. Lurking is perfectly fine. But I just wanted to wrench you. Thank you for stopping by. No, my cover. I highlighted you now. You can't lurk any longer. You can't go be here chatting undetected. Put a spotlight on you. Was there anything from Game Cons that tickled your fancy? I haven't watched it yet because I was focused on work. I haven't watched it yet. Is there anything? I know. Wait, hold on. There's one thing that I know got announced, which is Silk Song, because I think everyone exploded about Silk Song. So that I know, but otherwise I haven't been able to watch it yet. It's okay. You were focused on making very tasteful work. Thank you. I'm trying to make the fan servicey art. In 2 weeks? Oh shit! That's a lot closer than I expected. Oh my god. Wait. Damn. I'm only really looking forward to Ninja Gaiden 4. The dev should do something funny and cancel Silk Song. Hey. That's crazy. But yeah, I know Silk Song was the one that's like, that got a lot of buzz. But otherwise, I guess the only other one that I've heard news about from you guys is the Victory Bell Mega Evolution condom form. So also Final Fantasy 14 and Monhan, they're doing a collab. So is it gonna be like a Monhan a Final Fantasy 14 raid? I guess. I'm still hoping for Silent Hill 4. I'm still hopeful too. I'm sorry, what form? You heard me. The used condom, okay? That's exactly what they were planning when they released that form. There's a Etiquette and Resident Evil collab? That's crazy. Type Google Victory Bell Mega Evolution. You'll see what I mean. You'll see. You'll also agree, by the way. I haven't seen so many larboards that versus starboard means on wait, larboard and starboard? Hold on. I'm not sure. Larboard and starboard are left and right cleave from Alpha Force Omega Raid respectively. I see. You could tell how little I was interested how little I was interested in raids in Final Fantasy 14. Wow, holy crap, that really does look like a used one, right? It's all tied up and everything. So yeah, but like it wasn't me that said that from the get-go. It was chat that was like, oh yeah, the used condom one. I'm like, you know what, you're right, it really is when I saw it. So I'm not the one who perpetrated this like nickname for that form, okay? It was already there. I'm just like, encouraging it. I mean, if you ever watched the Markiplier's Pokemon Smasher Pass, you could see that he already had opinions on the previous forms. I mean, yeah, like, it doesn't take too much creativity to be like, oh yeah, okay, you know what? I could see people wanting it to be like a flashlight. I could see people wanting it to be like a flashlight. It's so it's not that far-fetched. Man, have you guys ever heard of like way back? I don't remember. It was like when like internet wasn't too widely used, I guess, in everywhere. But like one time in like a pretty rural town, I forget which country it was. I'm like, was it China? Basically, some rural ass town, so some of the villagers found like a flashlight in the forest, or like in the floor, and they're like, oh my god, it's a whole new fungus or creature. And it went on fucking national news or like local news or something. Yeah, I don't think it would have been national, but it was like on the news station about how like this person found like this unidentifiable species. But like everyone who saw that was like, that's a flashlight. Yeah, it's not new fungus, mythical fungus. Oh, it was a mythical fungus. My apologies. It was a long ass time ago, so I'm pretty sure I remember that happening, but I don't remember too much. But like also the news anchor who covered that story, they were like, how'd you not know it was a flashlight? And like the whole news station had to be like, oh, we're so sorry, our news anchor is just so pure and innocent that she didn't know what it was. And I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah, then people start selling it for real at the street as food. No. Yeah, I was like, that's so funny. But the poor news anchor too. I mean, I don't think but yeah, like I said, it was a really long time ago. I don't remember when, but so it's not like the internet was that, mature, I believe. So, or it was to an extent, but definitely not a lot of people didn't. I think it was before smartphone era, so not everyone had phones that could connect to the internet, so obviously only people with like PCs could access it and stuff. So I'm like, you know what, I could see that kind of information not making its rounds of like flashlights being a thing that exists. I'm really struggling to not make a rare, medium, or well done joke. To be fair, I've seen archaeology documentaries where the scholars overanalyze what a bronze PP might be used for. True, yeah. It's like archaeologists or like historians just overanalyzing what this thing could possibly be for, and you're just like, probably a sex toy. And they're like, it was used for some sort of ritual. They always want to say it was used for some sort of ritual. And like, yeah, a self-pleasuring ritual, that's what it was. You do it all the time too, I'm sure. But anyways, it's always a ritual. It's literally always a ritual. Anything and everything that's not for like day-to-day, like eating, like cooking, hunting, dressing up or something, it's always for ritual. There's nothing else that they do but eat, sleep, and ritual. Ritual practices. Fun rituals, yeah. I remember reading a book where they apply the same logic to a ruined motel. Rituals in motels. What? I apologize if this is too far, but bronze seems like it would be really cold up there. Well, but if it's metal, you would think it conducts the heat well, so or like it'll absorb the heat well, so it'll probably be like a shock at first, or like maybe they'll probably warm it up and then it'll stay warm. You know, it's like I think it'll be like that. Yeah, so it wouldn't be too bad, I'm sure, and at least it's smooth. Yeah, easier to clean and smooth. You know, there won't be any like. You know, like clay bits that falls out inside, so technically safer. It won't break off. Yeah, like good to know it wasn't too far. No, I mean, you know, I go pretty far in my streams. I think maybe potentially. I don't know. That's what chat says. I don't see it, but I go pretty far in my streams allegedly. So I think it's okay. Most things are okay. As long as it's not like targeted towards people that are like here or any like people like, you know, like as long as it's not like sexual harassment targeted towards people, it's usually it's like if it's just like more of a general like fact or observation of like, huh, yeah, wouldn't bras be cool? I'm like, yeah, maybe. You're different. Your normal is different from our normal. Just kidding. Yeah, I was like, there's no way. Yeah, we've been further. We've definitely gone further, for sure. Wait. I'm probably gonna be ending the stream in like at 11, just because like talking does agitate my gum and it's starting to hurt quite a bit, so I'll probably end stream in like 13 minutes. Wait, no, wait, 23 minutes, just to give it a little bit of a break and then go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, make sure to save and have some, you know, yeah, I should have some salt water. I should gargle salt water. It's kind of, I think you could kind of hear it in some words, but that's why I can't pronounce certain words as, well, I can't pronounce a lot of words normally, but it's a lot harder now. So I can't speak as like, clearly. Well, I'm like, do I even speak clearly on daily? I don't know, but it's worse. Yeah, it's a tiny list, very tiny list, but you know, yeah, it's super tiny, but it's there because like, I can't put my teeth together too fully, or else it'll put pressure there and it'll start agitating it more. Supercalifragilistic. I can't. Yeah. So that's kind of why there's a little tiny bit of like a lisp compared to usual. It's just like it hurts to talk if I speak normally, but it's not too bad where it's like very noticeable. I think I try. So yeah. But can you imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie? That's crazy. I can't. Yeah, hope it's getting better. It's getting worse, but it will get better Thursday. Next Thursday. She's doing her best. I am doing my best. That'd be crazy, right? That'd be crazy. Imagine that. Wow. Oh my god. I think this whole time I had the program up to like put chat on stream, but I never actually did like the extra step to confirm it. Oh. You want to see a load of chat just like pop up on stream? She Jinx was confirmed. No. The tooth extraction stream would be crazy. Wait, hold on. Do I have a stream on Thursday? Wait, I need to check. Do I have like a collab scheduled? I hope not. God, imagine. Oh, fuck. Wait, I do. It's the school days? This is cool. Wait. I retweeted it, didn't? Wait, no. Maybe I was at work and I didn't retweet it yet. Hold on. It's wait. Oh my god. No, I did retweet it. Okay. It's cool. Days, like DAZE. I retweeted it. I did. Nice bow indeed. See, is this okay? It's at 9 though. I get my tooth extracted at 4 p.m. Do you think 5 hours is enough for me to be like in a talking? I think so, right? I've had my teeth pulled before when I was a kid. I was talking by that. Yeah, it should be fine. I might be you know, drugged up on painkillers, maybe, potentially, but it should be fine. Yeah, it's usually more than fine for me. See, there you go. Depends on how much anesthesia they use. Yeah, I might be having a little bit of a lisp, but it should be fine. Yeah, I'd be fine. There. What club is Kokone? I am the character design club. So I'll be teaching about how to design how to design characters. Like there's gonna be like painting streams and painting clubs and stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe I should be a little bit more specific. So when is Kokone playing School Days? You know, one of these days I should just watch a playthrough of School Days just to see how crazy it is. Because like, I want. Or maybe like I'll just watch like a informative like deep dive like YouTube video on School Days, because I'm sure with such a crazy premise there must be tons of those. So maybe I should just watch those and we could do a watch along of that. It's actually impressive. Wait, I already graduated 3 months ago. Why do I have to go to school again? Oops, sorry. Especially with the task, this is pretty mild for that developer. Wait, really? Play it on stream? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, the nice boat I know is like a bad ending. It's a pretty bad ending, I would say, because like if I remember correctly, you could correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably wrong because I remember reading the wiki article or about it, and it's like you, the main character, fuck the girl, but fucking another girl too, and then you want to go with the other girl, but then the girl A that you were fucking says that they're pregnant, and then what the guy does is text the girl being like, oh, you know, don't be pregnant, you know, unpregnant yourself, essentially. And then that's what caused her to kill him so that they could be together forever. But I can't remember if she was actually pregnant or saying it. Like, I feel like there was something about her not actually being pregnant and like just saying it to get him back. But anyways, it was, yeah, impregnate yourself, essentially, is what he said to her. Yep. It never got far enough to tell. Oh, okay, they left it up in the air. Yeah, I was like, I can't tell if it was like confirmed or anything, but yes. Essentially, he just sends a text like, yeah, impregnate yourself. And it's just like, well, he was asking for it. They leave the pregnancy open-ended. I see. So yeah. Schrodinger's pregnancy is wild. What a wild thing to have a Schrodinger. I mean, you know, that's it's. Have you guys heard about like how there's like a syndrome, like a phenomena? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. A phenomena where like if a girl thinks that they're pregnant hard enough, they'll like they're so convinced that they're pregnant, they'll start getting the symptoms of a pregnancy for a while, even if there's no actual like pregnancy going on there. Yeah, the phantom pregnancy. I was like, man, what was it? Oh god, I'm like losing my vocabulary. Placebo is one hell of a drug. That's what I was like. Placebo is one hell of a drug. Our brains are so powerful. Yeah, Yuzai, thank you so much for the 28 months of membership to Lovely Coconut. Thank you. Hi, Kokone, happy 28 months. Been away for a bit because I was busy. Praise for a drink notice. Thank you. Yeah, you've been away for a while. I hope things are calming down now. I hope you're still doing well. Things have also been very busy, very hectic for me too, but I'll still be here. Yeah, do you think men can get it so they can get phantom impreg? You know, I wonder. Maybe if they have like enough estrogen. You know, because I know men can actually lactate with the right things. If they consume the right things, it's actually possible for like a man to create milk. Yeah. I know he can lactate for all sorts of weird reasons. Nope, I think the man willed himself into that. Yeah. Oh my god, like streamer, like chat. We all talked about how men can lactate all at the same time. We're just like, well, actually. Are you sure that isn't? I don't know. Wait, is it? But I know like there was like a guy on in Japan who was like, oh yeah, if you drink this like one drink for like however long, you can start lactating. What? I completely forgot what the drink was, by the way, so I can't tell you. I can't give you guys the name to like try out. I'm sorry. I know you were all burning with curiosity, but I come back and the topic I came into is now men lactating. I've been binge watching the one Chicago show with my dad, but just before I watched a lot of House Empty, they sure can lactate. How much would milk cost on the black market? You know, I'm not courageous enough to ask that question online. That takes a certain level of courage, and I don't got that. I'm sorry. It can be caused by cancer, but if you have hormones or something, it can also happen. Yeah, okay. I was like, oh, so it can happen if it's cancer, but it could also happen if it's hormones. That's never take lactating as a sign of cancer. If you think you have cancer, please do go to the doctor. But yes, it could be either hormones or cancer. That's an awful RNG. Why does just super trying it? Ow. God, if only we could do watch alongs a weird topic like this. You know, maybe I should for like the membership streams just do weird watch alongs of like, wow, look at this video I just found. Isn't that crazy? No, that might be fun. I'd be game. Yeah, I'm like that actually sounds fun. Although half of these like conversation is also like stuff I've witnessed over the years too, so it's not it might be hard to like actively search for these. Sounds real fun. Kokone make chat react to. Yeah, it's like a, instead of streamer reacts to, it's like make chat react to. Kokone re-education. Okay. That'd be fun. It's just like, yeah, you know, the standard is streamer react to. Fuck that. I'm gonna make chat react to. Are we doing that? Maybe. I'll look into it. Make chat react to might be a new niche, right? I was like, that might be a new niche. Oh my god, we could be trendsetters. Kokone, what the fuck? Another one? Streamer reacted to chat's reaction. I'll be like, oh look guys, look at this. And then I'll probably have to make it in a way that it's like I link it in chat, so that way I don't get in trouble by showing something weird on stream. where I get in trouble for showing something a little off the wall on stream, you know? I don't want to get in trouble. Today's coconuts react sweating blood. Oh my god. That, you know, oh, it's like, wait, I should probably not start on open on a whole new conversation, because I do have to end streams. Just don't show us the king in yellow. Oh man, wait, holy god, there's an actual name for when men experience pregnancy like symptoms. Is Kuvadesh syndrome? Wait, really? Okay, I'm gonna wait. Hold on. I'm gonna copy and paste this to do research on it later. Watch a video on it. wait, no, it didn't copy. Vadesh. Kuvad symptoms. Is it or sympathetic? It's called sympathetic pregnancy. It's a psychosomatic condition where an expectant father experiences physical and psychological symptoms similar to those of his pregnant partner. Symptoms include nausea, weight gain, changes in appetite, fatigue, and mood swings. The syndrome is thought to be a psychological response to pregnancy, potentially linked to hormonal changes or feelings of anxiety and identification with the mother. Symptoms typically appear in the first trimester, lessen in the second, and then return on the third, resolving after childbirth. Oh, so you get a little break in the second trimester? Your pure search history and algorithm. I'm sorry, it ain't pure. My search history. Wait, actually, my search history has been pretty tame. Wait. How do I look at it? Oh, manage. Wait. Okay, my search history. Why can't I see? There we go. Umamusume. Victory Bell Mega Evolution. Yeah, that's kind of fucked already. Messed up family tree of the Overflow universe, which is school days. Let's see. You know, Kokone search history. Let's see. Umamusume, more Umamusume. Let's see. Oh, some songs I was practicing the singing. Okay. Oh, I was trying to figure out if Wiseman beginning of the new era is available for streaming on like legit platforms to do a watch along, but it's not yet. It's still out in theaters, so I have to wait a little bit more. Unfortunately. OBS analyzer. Okay, because my OBS crashes every single time. Beginning of the new era is so good. I want to watch it so bad. Oh, it's okay. Now we're getting into the Minecraft create mod. Googling. See, my search history is not bad. Yeah, Forgematica, create, spawner radius calculator. It's actually pretty, as far as because, wait, Cinderella Grey and Road to the Top is on YouTube? Wait, really? I'm gonna watch that. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, because I kind of assumed it wasn't. Oh my god, I could just watch it. Let's go. Oh, the color game. I was playing the color game. Yeah, I'll give it to chat. You could all play this too. See how good you are at defining color, or like identifying color. Yeah. Wait, let me check what I got. I posted it in a friend server. I got is 9.3 with a 10, 9, 12, 10, and 8. You'll see what I mean when you do the game, but it's pretty hard. So yeah, you could do that and post your scores on the Coconut's Discord channel if you're in there. But if you're not, the Discord, the V&U has an official Discord, and if you are membered, you could post into the Coconuts only members channel, and I could respond on there. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Sorry it's like a bit of a shorter stream, but I can't keep talking. Actually, it's getting worse, so my lisp is getting worse, as you probably can tell. But you know, we'll trudge through it. We'll tank through it until next Thursday, and then I'll be freed. So thank you, everyone. I'll work more on this off stream and finish it. We got pretty far, to be honest. I think, you know, that's pretty far, right? Mayhaps. Yeah, I would say so. No. So yeah, I'll finish this and post it for members. Thank you for the stream. Make sure you take your time. I will. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. Kokone. Bye bye.